All right, what's up, everybody? We are in week two of Rocket League. I'm Zack.
And I'm Destiny.
So let's kind of see what we have going. EK Maroon is going to be playing again. That's who we're streaming. They're going to actually play Stockton Blue tonight.
All right.
Um,
Now, tonight is the first time that I've casted,
okay.
and it's also the first time I've seen our Rocket Team Elite players play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of excited to kind of get into the game and see what our players are like.
I gotcha.
So you being the big brain of Rocket League, how
Yeah.
would you say our team is?
Our team is, they're actually pretty good, to be perfectly honest with you. Um, the only thing that I'm just trying to go back to what me and Alan talked about last week is little things. One of the things was communication.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had communication, and then we had rotations,
Mm-hmm.
which those two really go hand in hand when you know Rocket League, because you cannot rotate properly without being able to properly communicate with your team. And we honestly, whenever you're off even a second in Rocket League, that could mean everything in the
Yeah.
world. And that's ultimately what we saw last week. It's just those last second moves that they need to make that aren't made because of that miscommunication.
Yeah.
But
And
go ahead.
so, who was our opponent last week? Do you know?
Last week it was, oh shoot, what? I feel like it was an Indiana institution.
All right. Now, I do know that today we're going against Stockton. Do
Yep.
you know anything about that team?
I do not. No, I do not. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not too concerned about it. Whenever you go into Rocket League, just like playing in league myself with
Mhm.
Rocket League, um, you can't you can scout a team, but your mindset going into it is completely different than any other like just ranked game or anything. So yeah, you can scout, but the real thing for Rocket League is sticking to your own game plan.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I
and
feel like consistency is important in any game.
it is, especially in Rocket League, because Rocket League is such a fast moving game,
Yeah.
and as soon as you're off, that could honestly mean the game. Because I mean, these games are only 5 minutes long, and it's a best of seven series, so it's the first person to four wins, and
So that means each round is like very quick.
it's very quick, and like as soon as you like lose that rhythm, that could honestly mean the series for you, and it's
Yeah.
really hard to get that back, especially if you lose it like right in the middle, like game 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I really hope that our EKU team is on beat tonight then.
I do too, and I think they will be. To be perfectly honest, they looked very impressive. It was just like those little minute things, just like rotations and communication,
Hmm.
that I could personally just tell, like that's where we're struggling.
Mhm.
Um, and you got to think it's week one. You're gonna have mishaps. I mean, they only lost 4-2, so having 2 wins under your belt in week one is pretty impressive in itself.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, how the ECAC works is even if you don't win every game, if
Mhm.
you still every win still counts.
Yeah.
Like if it comes down to a tiebreaker,
Yeah.
if you win more rounds, even if you lost, then you could still potentially move on to the next round.
Right. It might be. I haven't looked into the rules too much myself. You could be correct. Um, but even if that's the case, we're just in week two, so not too big of a worry, I would say right now. Not a primary focus.
Yeah,
But
plenty of time to get settled in and improve and
exactly,
learn from mistakes.
exactly. And I mean, I think it is a good idea to keep that at least in the back of your mind. Like, if you can get a win or two in every series, that could make or break you going into turning play. But I think honestly, your mindset, obviously anybody's mindset's like, oh, we're not just gonna like try to get 2 wins and then call it over. Like,
Yeah.
definitely try to win that series for sure. I'm real interested to see if this team is like our communication's on point, because playing the game for as long as I have, you definitely go into that rut of things just not going your way. So seeing them maybe get back in that action would be really, really cool to see. And it actually looks like we're going to get over here into game one here shortly.
Oh, hey.
And so it's going to be very exciting. But it's going to be real interesting to see how they start, to be perfectly honest, because how you start your game depends how the series is going to go, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. That is true, but to be fair, I have seen some teams where they start off really shaky and then they get rid of those nerves and they catch up really quick.
Yep.
So you've got all kinds of teams and all kinds of players, so it's always exciting to see what they'll do.
Exactly. And Rocket League is very much that game too. I will say in Rocket League, it is very easy to get your head down and try to come back and rally and come back in that same game, just because the games are so quick.
Yeah, for sure.
And like if you're down 3-0 with 2 minutes left, then you put in the math of it, and you're like, okay, I've got to score 4 goals to win this game in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it took them 3 minutes to score 3. Like, you're running out of time, and so like, it's very doable.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult.
Yeah, but mindset is very important. I feel.
Yeah.
Like, because the moment that you feel like you're not gonna win and that you give up, then it's like for sure you're gonna lose. But if you can keep that mindset, at least you have a fighting chance, and that's what matters.
Exactly. We were switching because we're not queuing into a game right now, so I don't want you all to see a boring screen whatsoever. But
I mean, I don't know if we're any less boring, but we gotta liven it up.
Hey, yeah, it's better than looking at one screen the entire time and nothing happening. But I'm interested because I mean EKU started off really hot. They actually won game 1, lost the second, think they lost the third, won the fourth, and then lost the last 2. And so like they started out really hot, really well, and
but it seemed like it went back and forth, so it was like a pretty tight game, I assume.
It was. Just I forget who we were playing. They just like kind of kicked in the high gear. And you could see that flip from the other team. And when that happened for us, it was, I don't know what it was. It's just like we kind of got relaxed after that game 1.
Yeah, that's one thing I notice sometimes with teams. Like if they are on a really good streak, it's really easy for them to just not necessarily give up, but to just relax too much.
Yeah.
And they can think like, oh, well, we've got this in the bag. And then the moment that you start playing with that mindset, you could fall behind.
Exactly.
So I think we were talking about this on Valorant because there's a lot of back and forth with like winning streaks.
Yeah.
Is they say like always play like you're behind.
Always.
So for sure.
Always. Because I mean if you're playing like you're behind, you have to lock in and have a little bit more focus. And I think we did see EKU just kind of get relaxed, like I was saying. And you could tell by their gameplay, like that's why I feel like rotations were off. They were a little slow. Because when you're relaxed, those things become not as important as they should be, and they kind of go by the wayside. And so it's gonna be real interesting to see, even if they do go up and they get a win or 2 and they're up in the series, if they keep their foot on the gas pedal like they should, or if they're gonna do like last week and we're gonna just sit here for a little bit and see if we can play comfortable.
I mean they're playing in cars, so I would hope they keep it on the gas pedal.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. But I think that's what killed them is just like being too comfortable.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between being comfortable, being relaxed, playing your own game. But when you're too comfortable, you're out of the headspace and the mindset's not there.
Yeah.
And there goes your game.
Yeah, because I notice sometimes people get on the other extreme of that where they get like so engulfed and like so competitive that they can like kind of get tunnel vision on one thing and kind of ignore everything else.
Exactly.
So it's like it's really hard, I've seen, to find that perfect balance where you're like in the game but not too far in the game.
Exactly. No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And Rocket League is one of those that you have to be able to find that middle ground or there will be no success. Like your first couple of games, you're going to either be one or the other. You are. And that's just how it works. But when you're in a series like this, you have to be able to find that middle ground. And that's what makes a good team a better team. Is finding that middle ground. Like EKU, they're a good team. They really are. Their mechanics are there. Their rotations are there. When the communication, like they have everything that they need that we saw in week 1. But it's finding that middle ground. It's like, okay, I don't have to be as aggressive, but I don't have to be so defensive either. Let me like find that middle ground where rotations just kind of click. They're easy.
Mm-hmm.
Slow the pace down to your own pace, or speed it up to your own pace, however you play,
Mm-hmm.
and then just play off your own strengths and not the other team.
Yeah, I know sometimes definitely slow and steady wins the race. Like I've seen some people like whenever it comes to different games and they
Mhm.
get a little too confident and they like rush into things, that can also be just as bad.
Exactly, and I feel like we mentioned this last week, me and Alan,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like EKU played to the strength of the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever they lost 2 games in a row, they flipped and they became this ultra aggressive team, leaving the defense wide open in a 3v1 situation all the time. And it's not what we did in game 1 and 2. And when you flip like that, you're doing exactly what the opponent wants you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is get out of your own space, out of your own mindset, and getting into theirs. And that's what they want you to do because you're not comfortable in theirs because you don't play that way.
Yeah, that's really with any sport, like having skill is very important, but it's also like being versatile and like being able to play different strategies to your opponent's weakness.
I agree.
So for sure.
So I mean,
Do we know how whenever we're gonna get into this?
I personally do not know whatsoever. Let's. All right.
It looks like we're on the field, but it's like everybody getting in.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll get back to action when it gets underway. So.
Cool.
So it looks like we're about to get underway to
Yay.
game 1. Very exciting. So.
Yeah, looks like everybody's joining in finally.
Looks like for EKU we have North, Drew, and Earth. Earth is our team captain. Drew did not play last week to my knowledge. So he is subbing in for Yato. And then for Stockton we've got Smitty, Squeeze, and Bolt.
Alright, so last week, who would you say was kind of like the MVP of our team?
To be perfectly honest, I think it was Yato. And so not having Yato here this week is kind of concerning, but I think we'll be fine. You just have to have somebody that has a similar style of play.
Yeah, well also with that new person in there, you don't know what kind of moves they can pull off.
Well, this team does have a lot of practice with each other. Great goal there by North. There's a great pass by Drew off that backboard. Just like that EKU is actually be up 1-0, which is real nice to see. And like you could see here, like they were comfortable, wide open net, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and for sure having that first goal is a real morale booster.
Oh, it really is. When you get that first goal, you have that advantage and everything is under control. What a play by Drew. Almost actually scores that. Earth is going to miss. Drew's going to try to put it in the middle. Doesn't. Squeeze is going to get it right out. Pressure it back in the corner. Earth is going to hit it off the backboard. It's going to go down. Drew just can't get there.
Got real close though.
Yeah, he did. Smitty just get there just in time. I was gonna put it to the corner. Challenge by Smitty.
Well, they were fighting over that one.
Drew's gonna be able to get it clear. It's gonna get through the half, but Squeeze is gonna put this right back down. Earth is gonna have a unlucky miss. Glad North was there to clean that up. Let's get on the opponent's side. Drew's gonna put it off the backboard. Is it going to anybody? Was gonna miss. Earth, Smitty missed it. Put it right off the wall.
I was really just kind of zoomed right past him though.
Yeah, it did. Great demo that by on North. EKU does have a 3-2 advantage here for a second. But they can't do anything with it. Drew's gonna try to get a hit.
Oh, he brought it back.
Great
Okay.
touch by Drew. Great touch by Earth. Let's see what he was doing.
Oh, he knocked it back.
Yep, he sure did. But it definitely seems like EKU is a little bit more comfortable in their own scheme here. Compared to last week. They're just, they're not forcing anything. Great clear by Earth. Unfortunate demo though.
Yeah, I'm really hoping, as the season goes on and they get more practice with each other, that we just see the level of gameplay go up and up,
And you will, especially with Rocket League. You definitely got to work out those kinks. And first couple of weeks, they're awkward. But it's also, with Rocket League, you don't ever know how your opponent's really going to play.
Yeah.
And so, you talked about, scouting earlier, if I know anything about them.
Oh, okay, good block.
It's really hard to know how a team's going to play until you're actually playing with them.
Yeah.
And so, you can watch tape and stuff like that, so to speak. But, great shot by Drew.
Oh, just a little bit over it.
But that actual gameplay in that first game is priceless, and that's what's really going to tell you how the series is going.
Yeah.
It's been unfortunate that we have no defenders on our side, not able to get some updates back. But as you were saying, Destiny.
Oh, I was just saying, really it's a factor in any sport, but I feel especially in esports, the mind games are real.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Great shot by Bolt. I'm trying to see who missed it. It wasn't her. Ends up being North. He's just too low. Can't get there. Nobody's there. They North spot back. Just like that, it's going to be a 1-1 tie here in game 1 with a minute 22 left. Let's see if EKU can make a little bit more of an aggressive push. Great pass by Boltzmann. It's just turned the wrong way. Great shot on net. Smith can get there. Great side by Drew. He's centered right there for him. Lucky Squeeze couldn't put anything on goal.
Oh, that didn't bounce the way I expected it to. Interesting.
That's the thing with Rocket League. There are some crazy bounces in this. And so, sometimes it is very hard to read how this ball's going to react. Drew's actually going to go to midfield. North get a touch. And, almost a 2v30 situation right here, but we should be fine. Coming up with 30 seconds left here in game 1. EKU doesn't want to draw the safety. They need to make a move. Eric's going to be able to center a little bit, but he just slows down the momentum of that ball. North's going to have a shot on goal. Easily saved by Smitty though. 20 seconds left in the game. EKU, you've either got to make a strong push here, which they might because North has a great touch. It's going to shoot straight down. Eric's not going to be able to get hit. Drew's going to have another shot. What a great save by Smitty. It's still up. And with this game at 0 seconds, as long as this ball stays in the air, it's still playable. But as you've seen, Stockton, I think Smitty actually put it down. So we are OT in game 1.
So in overtime, do they have to win by a certain amount, or is it just the first to score?
It is what you would call golden goal. And so it is the first team to score that's actually going to win this game. And just like this. Oh, what a great shot by North to win this for EKU for game 1.
And you said there's 7.
It's a best of 7 series, so it's the first team to 4 wins. So EKU is going to take game 1 here.
Very nice.
Very impressively. I will say, EKU looks very comfortable.
Yeah, and they're really showing off, hopping in their cars.
They are. Oh, Drew is actually an SSG tourney winner. That's very interesting to know.
Oh.
SSG is, I think it's SSG. No, that is not SSG. Kind of think it could be. If I'm wrong, tell me in the chat. It's been a little bit. Um, but if it is SSG, that is the highest rank. In there.
All right. All right. Looks like everybody's getting back on the field for a second game. So, all right. It looks like North was the first to get to the ball that time.
Okay, we got a clear net here for EKU. I don't actually get it. I don't.
It was looking good there, though.
Yeah, it sure was.
Let's see. Okay. I saw Earth bounce that one back.
So we go straight to the corner. And I don't know if you notice this too much, Destiny, but you see a lot of these teams putting this ball in the corner, or they're playing in the air right in the middle. What a great pass by Smitty to squeeze for an easy goal right there. To put Stockton Blue up 1-0 early in the game. But like I was saying, you see these teams either put this ball in the corner, or they're going to try to dribble it in the air.
Yeah.
Those are the two primary tactics when attacking, because it creates the best opportunities for your team.
Yeah.
You won't see a lot of this ball on the ground unless nobody hits it, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I noticed they're doing like some acrobatics in the air there.
Or what a great shot by North, but a great save by Smitty to save that. But that's what's crazy. That's what's cool about Rocket League is you do have this aspect of being able to be in the air and playing the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Gives it a little bit of its own flair.
Yeah, and it also definitely makes you appreciate the higher levels of play. Like
it sure does. Because I mean, like, playing in the air is very difficult, and your mechanics have to be on point. What a great shot by Drew. And it's just going to stay right in the middle of the goal, and North's going to just tap it in.
Yeah, I thought it was going to bounce back, but they made it work.
It about did. It actually just goes off the side, and North he honestly just sneaks it into that corner. So that was impressive in itself. EKU's going to bring this back to a 1-1 tie.
I'm curious if we're going to see another overtime or if we're going to have a victor this round.
You know, to be perfectly honest, I think it's going to be a toss-up. I will say EKU looks more comfortable than they were in game 1,
Yeah.
which is always a good sign. I feel like Stockton's a little on the edge. North was a great demo there. But that
He had to reverse for a second there.
Yeah, he sure did. Great pass by Earth. North is up with a great shot. Earth put it back
they got
in.
it to work. Nice.
It's a great shot, great pass. I didn't know if Drew was going to accidentally get a hit, but luckily he didn't. But that was a very coordinated play there by EKU right here.
Yeah, I know earlier we were talking about the physics of the game, so it's like, really, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Keeps you on your toes.
It sure does. This game's all about angles, and, you know, they played angles perfectly right there. North is, okay. I didn't have a clue what North was gonna do. I didn't know if he's gonna try to flick it over the defender or what. So I was just kind of watching myself.
Alright.
Drew's gonna get a good clear bolts there. Should be an easy clear to the middle. Smitty can't put this on target, but squeezes right there. What a great save by North. Drew has no boost. Also another thing, this game does have boost. That is what you see coming out of the ends of the cars, making them go faster.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming you have a limited amount, so you got to be wise with that.
You do, and that's why you see them running around picking up those pads or those big full circles in the corners and the sides in the middle. Boost is very important because it gives you that advantage, and it actually helps you in the air, creating those opportunities.
Yeah. Makes a fast game even faster.
Oh, it really does. Great. What a great pass by North.
Nice.
Keep it on the ground. EKU is going to go up 3-1 here. And EKU is honestly really, really comfortable here. It's really a simple play. Just keeps it on the ground, pass the defender, can open net.
Alright.
Um,
I just think it's kind of funny. Earth made the shot, and then it made a little Earth at the goal.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep. You gotta love it. This game is full of cosmetics, and that's what makes this game a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah. I always like that in games when like each player can have their own little theme going on.
Exactly.
You know?
Great shot by North.
Oh, okay.
Just can't get it anywhere. A pinch right there. Drew's gonna be able to put it back up. Not before he's challenged by Smitty. He just can't get it anywhere.
They had a little bit of a fight over that one.
Yeah, Urk was actually going for it, just misses. Great save by North. And this might be some miscommunication right here. Drew actually backed off, so that was a lot better than what I thought it'd be. Popped up for North.
Oh,
what a great
nice.
shot. A great pass by Drew. EKU is going to go up 4-1 with a minute left to play.
Yeah, I think as far as this round goes, I want to say we have a pretty clear victor. But then again, anything can happen.
I was about to
so.
say, we can never speak too soon in Rocket League.
True.
I have seen crazier comebacks in my own right.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you can say a 4-1 lead with a minute left is pretty safe.
Yeah, I think if Stockton can bring this back, though, it'd be really impressive.
I was about to say, it'd be a great confidence booster for them. I think if you're EKU, this is where I was saying EKU gets a little comfortable.
Yeah, too comfortable.
Exactly, too comfortable. And even in this situation, you're up 3 goals, 30 seconds now. Really, really hard for Stockton to come back, and the dub is basically secured. But I do like what EKU's doing here. They're keeping that foot on the gas pedal, as they should, and they're still playing that game. Smitty's going to score
Nice
with 17
goal,
seconds left. Still possible. You've got 17 to score 2. Realistically, you got 9 seconds to score 2 goals. The tie. Possible, not probable, but possible.
Yeah, and I know earlier we were talking about, you know, your mindset, morale boost and everything. Like, every single goal that they get is definitely going to improve their mindset.
It is.
So any goal that we can keep them from having or they can keep us from having will have an impact.
Oh, yeah. And as we reach the final seconds, it's going to be a dub for EKU here in Game 2 as the ball finally dies. EKU is going to be up 2-0 in this series. I will say, I like the way that they played this second game. For the fact that they got up into this bigger lead, but they never got their foot off the gas pedal. They kept playing their game, and that was my main concern because like last week they eased off a little bit, and then you let your opponent come back and end up actually taking the series. But EKU obviously doesn't do that this week. They actually kept it on.
Yeah. So the only thing though is with them being so comfortable and winning the first 2 games, I hope that they can keep up that mindset of like going in all for it.
No, I agree. And I don't think from just watching myself, they don't look entirely just like laid back, relaxed. They're still on their toes a little bit. Probably not as much as they were in Game 1. And probably not as much as they were to start Game 2, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like, they're comfortable, but they're, like, still paying attention to what they need to.
Yeah, for sure.
We get here into Game 3. Hopefully they keep it up. I would love to see that.
It looks like everybody's just loading in right now.
I was about to say, I was seeing if Stockton was going to make a sub here or not. So, as we go into Game 3, if you're EKU, keep that foot on the gas pedal like I was saying, like, play your game, as they have been entirely. Double commit there for EKU, risky, but it's okay. And that's one of those things whenever your communication is off and your rotations are off, when you see that double commit. Because let's say that North just didn't have a situation there. Squeeze is going to score the first goal. Great pass, great touch. Trying to think, is Drew that just couldn't get there in time? He does get a hit, just can't get there in time to actually get it out. But rotations there, like That double commit, when that's off, it could have very easily been very bad for EKU. Just when it does, eventually leading to a Stockton goal.
Right.
But I mean, you're only down 1-0.
Yeah, and I mean they still have the first 2 games under their belt.
Exactly. And to be perfectly honest, Stockton scored the first goal in both games already. Great demo there, honestly, by Earth, because it sets up a wide open goal for Drew. Just watching this replay right here, he gets Bolt out of the way, wide open goal. Nobody can stop it besides Bolt, but he's demoed, so
Very nice.
nothing to worry about. And just like that, EKU is going to tie this series back to a 1-1 with a little over 4 minutes.
I feel like that little 1-1 is a trend we've seen in every game so far.
It is, which is not a bad thing. I think EKU, I will say Stockton's came out to play a little bit different every single game. They've started the games a little bit more aggressive. And I will say I'm very impressed with EKU because they're not letting that affect how they play.
Yeah.
So even if they take that 1-0, they're like, it's just 1-0 early in the game. We can always get that back.
For sure.
It's going to be stuck in this corner. We're actually going to get a lucky bounce. Going to get it out. Drew, shot off goal. Tried to get a double tap. Can't get there. Squeeze doesn't have enough boost to get anything else. Smitty's going to get a nice clear. Going to go to the side. Art's going to pop it up. Smitty has a lot of boost to dribble. Can't get there. But North does get demoed. Earth with a great save. Needed that in a 2v3 situation. If we can just get to that side, let us recover for a second. Drew.
Definitely a lot of bouncing back and forth with this one.
It is. And you know, it's
a
great shot there by Earth, just off. North should be up. If it was me, I would have told Drew to not hit that the second time, but it is what it is. Gotta get this out.
Alright. Okay, they got there.
We actually have an open net. If Drew can get there.
Oh,
Done, buddy. Bolt's gonna be able to make a save out of nowhere. Great save there by Bolt. It's unfortunate we couldn't get there in time. Great read by Drew. We're gonna put squeeze off.
Ooh.
Another great save by North. We've got to get this out of our half. Great touch. It's gonna bounce right in the middle. Try to get a bump. Doesn't work. Earth is up. No boost. Drew's actually gonna get in yet. That was on target too. Just got cleared.
Yeah.
North is by himself. He's got some time. Gets it to his side. And take this boost. Drew's gonna pop it up, which is fine. I will say Stockton looks their communication isn't completely on point. You can see right there in that last play.
I imagine though, especially in a fast-paced game like this, like keeping everybody on the same page can be really hard.
It is. And you're gonna have those mishaps, but as long as there's small minor mishaps.
All right.
Great shot by Earth. I love how EKU is playing the second half of this game, and it's really just to keep the ball on the opponent's like defensive third, or our attacking third, which is what we want.
Oh, goes
North,
right by them.
I'm trying to see if North was bumping or if he actually got a bump right here because he could have. Great pinch.
He was just a little too ahead of it.
He was definitely going for a bump. The squeeze just couldn't turn around in time. But just like that, EK goes up 2-1 with 1:30 left here in game 3. You're up a goal, but there's still a minute and a half for Stockton to score, tie it up, get that equalizer.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're EKU, just keep your foot on the gas pedal. Great pass there by Drew. North's gonna actually dribble a little bit. Can he get anything? No, you actually get all 3 guys from Stockton. You saved that goal from happening.
Alright. They got it.
Great contest there by Earth to put it to the side. Off a goal.
Alright, 1 minute left. Let's see if anything crazy happens.
Earth's just gonna pop it up. North with a little boost with a great shot, but right to Smitty. Drew is going to just play safe, play smart. And I mean, if you're EKU here, that's what you need to do. Don't be ultra aggressive. You have a lead. Play a little bit conservative, but still be on the attack to make them not have as many opportunities. Great shot by Earth. It's gonna go to the North. Just gets cleared.
I mean, every goal is important, but I mean, if you have a lead, the important thing is just hold on to it.
Drew. Exactly. I mean, I mean, like you said, goals are very important, but you got to think about your big game plan at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you're up 2-1, you're trying to win this match in this series. And really, all you need is a 1-0 victory at the end of the day. What a great touch by Squeeze, gets it cleared, and
they were just a hair away from going into another overtime.
I was a little scared there. I'm not gonna lie.
Drew and North showing off.
Squeeze is gonna end up just barely missing that for a game time goal.
It does look like right now Stockton has the highest score, like player by player basis, though.
They do, and it's probably because they do have a little bit more touches. They just can't put it in the back of the net. Obviously, EKU's doing a great job. As we're talking, actually here in match point. So EKU is up in this series 3-0. All they gotta do is win this game, and it's a great start. Earth actually had a great contest.
So, from what you've seen gameplay-wise, do you think that EKU is going to ace this, or do you think that Stockton might bring it back?
Yeah, that's the thing with Rocket League. You never know until the game is over. From the way they're playing, it wouldn't be surprised if it was just a clean sweep. Miscommunication there is going to lead to
Stockton
the
got
first
the
goal by
first
Stockton. But like I said, all 3 games up to this point,
Yeah.
Stockton has scored that first goal.
Yeah, they're really good at, like, getting that first shot.
They are. And, EKU even acknowledged their miscommunication there. 2 guys going for a corner boost, bumped each other, get your stuff out of play. Just doesn't happen. But back to your question. Great pass by Drew, just nobody there. Back to your question. From the way they're playing, oh my goodness, just a wide open goal. That, prime example of miscommunication, but it's okay. EKU is going to go down 2-0 with 4:20 roughly left in the game.
Yeah, and then also, like we said, with EKU being only 1 game away from just a straight sweep, we don't want to see them, like you said, like take their foot off that gas pedal.
Exactly. I would absolutely hate to see a reverse sweep. Pinch there by Drew, or sorry.
Oh.
And another goal for
Nice,
Stockton.
3 in a row.
Oh, not nice. We don't want to see Stockton score. Not at all.
No, I know, but I'm saying from,
Oh, yeah, no. 100%. Just giving you a hard time on that one. But EKU took their foot off the gas pedal a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely we're rooting for EKU here, but I mean, a good play is a good play.
And just like that, they're going to go up 4-0, which is not winning kickoffs whatsoever, and that is completely pointless. 4-0 is very like, you can come back from this. You really can. But Stockton definitely knows they're on match point, and they definitely feel that pressure. So you see a little bit more of an aggressive play, just like that. It's aggressive play, wide open net, and just like I said,
Nice.
they can come back. They're going to get one back real quick. I mean, you can see how aggressive they are. Bolt just overcommits right there.
Yeah.
Easy goal for North. Somehow he does not get demoed. Glad he doesn't get demoed, because he probably wouldn't have scored there.
Yeah, I just hope we don't get too aggressive that we get a little clumsy,
Exactly. Now I go back to your question on if I think they're going to completely sweep this. I don't know. Being down 4-1 to start, or 4-0 to start the game. I mean, not a great start.
Yeah, I mean, Stockton did pull a little bit of a surprise on us.
They sure did. And Stockton did what any team in their situation has to do, and that's to play aggressive. And that's exactly what they did. And they cost them a goal about 30 seconds ago. But I mean, it's what you have to do when you're down 3-0 in a series.
Yeah, I mean, you got your back against the wall. You got to try, crazy things.
Exactly. And so EKU is really going to have to work to get this game forward. Drew with a great dribble. He's just going to be popped out. North is actually going to put this back. Earth is just too close to the ball to even think about doing something.
Alright,
Drew is back in the middle.
back.
Great touch by North. Is it going to be goal? Yes, it
Nice.
is. Great pass by Drew. Great finish by North. And just like that, EKU is brought back to a 4-2 with 3 minutes left in the game. Very, very.
Yeah, that angle though.
And like you saying earlier, like, it makes you appreciate those mechanics for these higher up ranks. because that's a hard shot to get off in the position that you're in. So
Alright, it looked like he was gonna go straight for it for a second there.
it sure was, and you know, Drew did a great job of actually watching
Did
that
he?
defender.
Okay.
Drew almost has this. If you're EKU, calm down a little bit. You're down 4-2, but when you play your game, nobody's stopping you, and it's clearly seen. Drew just unfortunately drifted at the last second. Don't know if he meant to. Didn't look like it. It's gonna pop back up. Squeeze is gonna knock this back down right in front of goal. Great challenge by North to get it out of Smitty's way. Drew's gonna pop this in the middle to Earth. Earth's not gonna hit it, but I think a squeeze that was with him. He wasn't able to hit it either. Seems like our rotations are a little off. Great touch by North though, just to challenge it a little bit. Earth's gonna clear this. Smitty's gonna demo. Put us in a 2v3 situation for 3 seconds. I will say Stockton has nobody back on defense. Squeeze's gonna have a great challenge though. Under 2 minutes left to play. EKU's gonna definitely have some pressure added to him. You gotta get 2 goals. Get it out of your half first. That should be your main priority. North has no boost. Drew does. Great challenge by Squeeze. Earth has plenty of time to actually get this out. It's going straight to Drew. Just misses it. It's a great pass. Great idea. North is going to challenge that. It's going to go into.
But I mean, too, even if EKU can't immediately make those 2 goals back this game, we still have 3 more.
You do. Just hope it doesn't damper, you know, their spirits or the way they're playing. Drew's going to actually get a shot on goal, and it's going to go in, putting EKU at a 4-3 deficit. I will say, being down 4-0 to start this game, coming back and maybe winning this would be quite impressive.
I mean, we got a little over a minute to at least go into overtime.
You have plenty of time to get that 4th goal and maybe even a 5th. You have plenty of time, EKU. So, you do. You just got to, again, play to your strengths, play smart. Don't let a situation where something could happen that's not in your favor. And Squeeze is going to get a great clear. It doesn't get that touch. Would have been great, but Drew was left by himself. Double touch by Squeeze. Kind of knew that was going to happen. It was open net all day long. EKU is now going to go down to another 2-goal deficit. With a minute left, you're really going to be pushing it at this point.
Yeah. But you don't know. Miracles can happen.
It can. So it's going to be interesting. That was planned. It's going to be a pass straight to the North.
Just barely missed that one.
And you just can't do anything there.
Okay.
Let's see.
Knocked it back. Nice.
And, you know, you got 30 seconds left here for EKU. I don't know if much more is going to happen.
Come on, man. 30 seconds. Come on, guys.
It's hard. EKU is just very in this defensive set.
For good reason, too.
I mean, yeah, you go down 4-0 to start this game, and there's not much more you can do.
No,
you got
they would
15, but Stockton's just going to be able to get this out.
Yeah.
Under 10, nearly impossible to even think about it. At this point, 3 seconds, it is impossible. EKU is actually going to lose game 4. It's okay, though. They might keep it up just for the sake of it. Get some confidence. Maybe score that last goal. Still up. They're trying. Not going to get it. That's totally okay.
I mean, even though they didn't get that game, though, like bringing it 4-0, you know, getting those like 3 goals right back to back was pretty good.
No, I totally agree. And, you know, if you're EKU, just take a second, reset. I think you're fine, to be perfectly honest. But, like, you're still up 3-1 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to worry about too much.
No.
Definitely be on your toes a little bit next game. You see how they started.
Yeah.
But I think they have this, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, they just gotta stay locked in.
They do. Just looking at shots and everything, pretty evenly on shots.
So it looks like Squeeze was the MVP for that round, and then North was our MVP. Only.
I could say that, yeah. I mean, yeah. But we're going to go into game 5. EKU is going to lead the series 3-1. Let's make this comeback. You just finish it, go home with a dub, week 2. Would love it. See how we start. It's going to tell us everything. Okay, after right now, we're already at a disadvantage on the defensive end. 2v1 situation. Open that. Oh, okay. You can tell Stockton
that's
played.
like a straight shot.
Oh yeah, Stockton played ultimate aggressive right there, and Drew just literally just dribbled it all over the goal.
EKU got the first goal for the first time.
Yep.
Yep.
So love seeing that. A little bit of difference there. So EKU is gonna be a 1-0.
Right.
Almost gonna be up 2-0. Earth is just not high enough to put it down. North's gonna have a shot. Squeeze can put it to the side. EKU just reset here. You got a lot of time. Okay, North is gonna leave the game. Probably a disconnection or something.
Oh, hope he's back.
And so with this, there's not much you can do about that.
Oh, he's
Drew
back. There you
took a
go.
great save.
Oh.
Just can't do anything. Unfortunate there for a disconnect. But there's nothing you can do about
He
that.
did come back pretty quick though.
He did. But unfortunately, you just can't do anything about that.
Yeah. So in Rocket League, if a player like disconnects for so long, do they have any kind of rule for that, or is it just like you just got to deal with it?
So to my knowledge, with Rocket League, you played a game throughout into its entirety. If it's something due to like connection issues, I think that has to be talked amongst teams and ECAC officials to actually determine the outcome of that.
Okay.
But where his was just like a quick few seconds,
Yeah.
nothing will be done about that because he entered the game just real quick. It was actually a user input error.
Okay.
Is what it was.
See,
so-
okay, Drew stopped that one.
But we are 3.5 minutes left here in game
North
5.
is stealing it back. Alright.
See what they do. Drew's gonna pop this up. He's gonna have a little bit of a dribble. Tries to gonna get this challenge.
Okay.
I like how EKU is playing this boost game though. They're not letting Stockton have too much boost, which is ideal in your situation. Let them out a boost in their defensive third. And they're not
Oh,
gonna
and
be
Drew's down there to get it.
It's a great shot, just a little too high. Great save by Squeeze. Earth is gonna try.
Oh, he's just a little under that one.
So let's see.
Drew put an end to that.
Earth's gonna have to just pop it out somewhere. And let's see. North gonna get it out. Great pinch. Put it on their side. Can we just put it out? We sure do. It's gonna be centered for Stockton. Nobody's there, luckily. Who has time to dribble? Is he going to? Okay. It's a great pass. Earth actually turns his back on Drew. Squeezes ahead. Time to dribble. Earth's gonna get bumped. This should be a goal, and it is to put Stockton up 2-1.
There's still time.
Oh, it's plenty of time. Earth just gets bumped. Drew tries to make a read, and Bolton just ends up going down and not shooting up.
He was just a smidge too late on that one.
Yeah, he just misread it. I mean, it could literally go anywhere in that situation. There's nobody back for EKU. Great save. Unfortunate miss by Bolt with a wide open net. But if EKU, you count your blessings on that one, to be perfectly honest. Oh, great shot by Drew. What a great save by Louise, though. Oh, that would have been right in the corner in. But it was a great save by Squeeze. EKU, I would think you see this ultra aggressive play that's happening. Okay, that was more designed than what I thought it was going to be. Kind of looked like North was going to try to make a play, but more of a distraction. Great shot by Drew to get over the defender, and it's going to be a tied game, 2-2, a minute 30 left.
That was like wide open too. Good shot.
Yep. He's going to get it over squeeze. And it's wide open because Stockton's in this situation where they're down in the series 3-1. And they have to play ultra aggressive. And that's exactly what they're doing. They have to. They have no choice. They can't lay back and play defensive. You've got to score goals to win this game. And it's unfortunately how Stockton has to play. So EKU, they take advantage of that. They should.
Yeah, for sure.
Approaching a minute left. Still a tied series. Still plenty of time to score a goal or even two. But if you're EKU, you've got to be thinking, let's just finish this out. Like, you're right there. You can taste it. After not being able to have a game, like a series win in week 1, you're yearning for it. It's right there. You feel it. You taste it. Get it done. North's going to be able to keep it to the side. If EKU can just get a little breakaway here. Speed with a great shot, great save. Unfortunate there.
That was very close, though.
And EKU is going to go down 3-2 in this series. They're not in the series in this game. 30 seconds left.
All over it.
And we're just not be able to get it out of our half, and that's that's concerning when you can't do that. This is going to actually go straight down. Could go in goal. North gladly gets a touch on that.
Let's see if we can get goal in 20 seconds.
If you're EKU, you have to play aggressive now. Okay, it's a great touch by Earth. She's not going to do anything because we have no boost. We're in a situation where we can't make a play in the air.
Yeah, you can tell everybody's just rushing for it now.
Yep, as we hit zeros here, you've got to be able to keep this ball in the air if you're EKU to make it a win. Great shot by Bolt. We just have no boost, and they're gonna kill the ball. And just like that, Stockton's gonna get another win in the series and make it a 3-2 series.
All right, it was only 1 point behind though, so very, very close.
Yep. I think if you're EKU, you probably should start worrying just a little bit here. I mean, you won the first 3 in nice fashion, and then you've dropped 2 really close ones. Stockton's going into this is it 6th game? Yeah, 6th game with a whole lot of confidence here.
Yeah.
I mean, they've won 2 straight.
Again, confidence could be their downfall, so let's just hope that both teams keep a level head going into this game.
Yep. I mean, Stockton has their backs up against the walls too, so I think it's going to give them a lot more confidence. They might play a little bit sharper. So now they can almost see the end of the road as well. So it's going to be real interesting to see how it plays out. EKU's got to step on the gas pedal a little harder. That's what you got to do. It's going to have a nice shot, ultimately able to clear it. EKU's going to have nobody here. Drew's going to have a nice touch. 2 goal. Doesn't get it. Double team by North and Earth. It's going to be centered. Drew's going to get a touch, but that's all it's going to be is just one single touch. He's going to be there to contest Smitty. He actually just steals the boost from Stockton, which is cool. It's popped up. Double commit here. Earth's going to get a demo on 1. Just can't get the ball. He didn't really care about the demo. Stockton still playing this aggressive mindset. They're actually playing a little bit more defensive than they were in the last 2 games. Great pass by Drew.
It was
Can't do anything. Out of Earth's reach. Earth's going to keep it here. It's right in front of net and just nobody's there. Oh my goodness.
If we just had one more person over there, that would have been so clean.
I know. Would have been wonderful. Earth's going to dribble this. He's going to
is that
right
just straight in? Whoa.
And I love how North played that because that honestly should have been a save, should have been cleared, but he played that to perfection. Bolt has no other way to clear this but driving straight on. And, North's going to be able to put himself in the situation to pinch it right in. So EKU's going to go up 1-0. I will say I don't like us going up 1-0 to start the game. Don't like it. Does not work for us yet.
Yeah, I've noticed the trend of this game that we've had so far is whoever scores the first goal ends up being the one who loses. So
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Maybe we can change this here in Game 6. Hopefully, cross our fingers.
let's hope it's not a curse.
Yeah. We'll
Hey,
hate to see
okay.
that. Drew trying to make something out of nothing. Almost does. Big challenge by North. 3 minutes to play. EKU, keep your foot on that gas pedal, please.
Alright.
North is by himself, but he has nothing to worry about. Has no boost. Drew's gonna have a double touch.
Okay.
Great save by Smitty. Great double touch though. Make him think about it.
You know, great play on both sides.
I've shown that respect, giving him what a save, because it was a pretty nice save. So, Earth has no boost. Reset yourself, man. Off, it's not on. Bolt's just gonna play this off the wall. North with a great challenge. And you know, like, I don't know if you notice this or not, EKU's not really trying to go for goal whatsoever here. They're just keeping it on their opponent's hand.
Yeah.
You're giving them pressure, even though you're not trying to score. You're just putting them
Yeah.
on their heels.
Yeah, I mean, they are up 1 point, so if they can just, you know, keep Stockton from getting a point, they win the game.
Great pass right there. Can somebody finish it for Drew? No. Earth is going to bounce it off the wall. Will he be able to do something?
See, okay, Drew was there. North stopped that
North's
ball.
going to pop it up, but we got to... Actually, we got plenty of time. Never mind. It'll be fine. It's still in their half. I think Earth just really came out of nowhere to take that. Drew.
They're there to block.
Smitty's going to have a great pass. Bolt can't touch it. Gotta get it out if you're EKU. A minute 40 left in this game. EKU, you're up 1-0. 1-0 is not a nice feat to have. Please get another. That would be wonderful. North with a shot that's way wide.
Okay.
Honestly, had it open net, but couldn't do anything with it. Keep your rotations on point.
I mean, EKU is keeping it in their half for now.
I like this play by Earth. Instead of trying to challenge that, which he probably could have and probably could have won, he instead let his teammates come back, set up defense. Because you're not in a need to pressure. Well,
No.
you could be able to save that.
Oh,
he
that was
does, but
so
it could be
close.
another goal.
Ah.
You just couldn't get it wide enough. It's going to actually go off the goal post. Go straight to the middle.
Alright, 1-1.
You got a 1-1 tie going to the last minute. Unfortunate situation there for EKU. Just finish the game out. Honestly, you got it. It's going to pop up right in the middle. Squeeze is going to shoot this off wide. Bolt's going to be there. EKU has a nice little attack going. North can flick it, and he does. It's going to be saved by Smitty. Earth should have a shot, and he
Whoa,
does.
nice.
And he does, and just like that, EKU's going to take that 2-1 lead right back. Great flick. Smitty's out of position. He has no boost. He tried to get a save, but he actually got fucked by Squeeze.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looked like they were
Oh
a
no.
little bit like bees swarming over there.
Man, if I'm Smitty, I'm upset. Gotta be upset. Drew's gotta get this out, and he does.
So do you
Great.
think that was a comm issue, you think? Or
Definitely a communication issue, 100%. Oh no, and that's a communication issue there for EKU as well, leaving a wide open net. Bolt just eyes on some.
they're just stealing it back and forth.
30 seconds left here. In game number 6, 2-2 tie. EKU, you gotta go quick. Last time, let's do it again.
Yeah. This is the point of the game where like we want to be aggressive but not too aggressive.
Exactly. And I would hate for this to go into a game 7. To be perfectly honest. It's gonna be cleared out to Drew. Drew's gonna try to do something.
Alright.
Don't have a lot to do. Earth is a great clear. Squeeze gonna put it right back down our throat, so 10 seconds left.
Alright.
This game we got OT, or can we make something out of nothing? Oh, it's very possible. It's on there, and Squeeze misses it. Can we get a goal? Oh my goodness, it was a wide open net, and all we had to do was just tap it in, and it just doesn't happen. If you're EKU, I was supposed to say, let that thing die in your house. 2-2 OT.
All right.
Game match
see.
point. No.
No.
Drew had a nice shot and actually got bumped. I think it was by Earth, unfortunately. Cleared out. Smitty's gonna have a shot on goal. There's no way he could get that. We had 3 guys there.
They were ready, bro.
Miscommunication here from Earth and Drew right there, going for the same boost.
Okay. They stopped it though. Let's see.
It's stressing me out, boys. Stressing me out. North has no boost. He's gonna make a challenge. He's gonna go right to the middle. Earth challenge. He's just gonna play it smart. Keep his position.
Alright, we
gotta challenge or do something. Get it out. They do.
Our entire team is there on defense though.
Drew can dribble a little, not much. That was probably the best play he could have done there. It's gonna be right here in the middle. Everybody's getting bumped. There's nobody there. Earth, get your butt back, man. Unless you're gonna challenge that, and you do.
Okay.
Dorp has a shot. And he it's honestly a mishit. That's all it was. Drew's gonna be able to keep this on his side. Earth, can you do something out of nothing here, man? And straight down. Bolt's gonna actually put it somewhere. Oh my goodness, we have so many shots. Close, they're just so wide. Just make them a little crisper. We got some time.
Alright.
Just gonna get this out in the corner. Okay.
Let's see.
We are starting to stress, and you can tell just by like all these hits that we're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost 2 minutes into overtime, so they're probably like on the edge of their seat trying to...
I mean, as you should in OT. Let's go wins. So, this could be a very long OT. Bolt's gonna... No, it's just too wide. I thought
So just
Bolt
out
was
of
up.
curiosity, what's the longest OT you've ever seen?
The longest OT I've ever seen was actually about 7 minutes, honestly.
Oh,
Drew with
wow.
a great save there. It's actually,
Their side is wide open.
got one guy back. Just can't get it anywhere.
Whoa,
No, it's gonna get a pinch and
nice.
it's actually gonna go in. Oh, and Squeeze is gonna leave on a rage quit. Sorry, brother. EKU is actually gonna take the series.
Very nice.
Love to see that. It's a great game. Great
Right,
series.
and we love seeing everybody being a good sport in the chat for sure.
Love it. Love it. But, you know, EKU takes the win.
Yeah.
Week 2. Love to see it. Had me worried. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You go up 3-0, lose 2.
Yeah, I
back to
mean,
back.
Stockton looked like they were like trying to catch up there for a bit. I was a little worried too.
Yeah. I mean, Stockton played the last 3 games, really,
Yeah.
how they should have in their position. You're down 3-0. You can't lose a game or you're done with the series.
Yeah.
And, you know, they knew that. They played aggressive how they should have. And that's why they won 2 and almost won the 3rd.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. They played it really well. And we just couldn't capitalize on those, like, open scenarios.
Yeah.
Um,
So being someone who is like, you know, the expert on this game basically, what kind of plays and stuff did you see that was just like really stood out to you?
a lot of our guys were playing, it was a lot of 1-2 plays. When I say 1-2 plays, you've got a pass going to a teammate, and then it's going to go straight back. So you're getting all 3 guys involved. That's what you should do when you're playing a game as such, very offensively. Because if you're getting all 3 involved, the other team's going to be on their toes and like, who are we, you know, like who are we playing against? And like, who are we worried about scoring?
Yeah.
So it was very good. Love that aspect of it.
All right. So going into next week, what do you think that EKU can improve on or keep doing?
The only thing I can really see them improving on, to be perfectly honest, is when you're in a situation when you're up in that series, don't get as comfortable as you were, and don't let that other team get comfortable changing their game plan. Because that's what happened. Stockton got really comfortable. I mean, we saw them in the first game, in game 4, go up to a 4-0 lead. Just start the game in the first minute. That team's too comfortable in that situation to be down 3-0 in a series and score 4 goals first.
I think not being comfortable is the theme of today's broadcast for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and that's with Rocket League. Rocket League, you can never be comfortable. You should always be on your toes, always ready. Because, like, I mean, you just watch how shots are made. Shots change like that, and you don't ever expect them, and you have to stay on your toes for that.
Yeah.
So like if EKU is in this situation where they're up in a series, maybe not necessarily 3-0, maybe a 2-0 or a one game series lead, don't get too comfortable. Because as soon as you do, you see exactly what happens.
Yeah.
You let that other team come back, make it a little bit of a series when it should already been done.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, like they played 10 times better, I would say, compared to last week.
Yeah, definitely saw some really good plays on both sides. It was really fun to watch too.
Yeah, I mean they were really comfortable, which you should be in Rocket League, and it was really fun to watch, to be perfectly honest. And you could see they're all on the same page as they should be. I don't have anything else, Destiny. You have anything else?
Not really.
All right, I think we have Overwatch tomorrow.
I believe so as well.
Which is very fun to watch. If y'all can, definitely tune in.
Yeah, I've heard our Overwatch team is really good this semester.
They are really good and really fun to watch. They're really entertaining. But we have nothing else. My name is Zack. This is
Destiny.
But thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you all next time.